Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a Sudoku variant called Quadsum Sudoku. Now this Sudoku was constructed for the recent WSC contest that was held online on Logic Masters India website, and this particular Sudoku variant was designed by Nityant Agarwal. So I really thank the author for giving us an opportunity to cover a video on our channel. Nityant has constructed some excellent Sudokus in the past, and he has constructed Sudokus and puzzles for the recent WSC and WPC as well. So I would highly recommend you to please check out the contest page. I will add the link in the description below, and all of the Sudokus and puzzles are really excellent quality. I've already solved this Sudoku, and many solvers and even top solvers have actually got stuck on this Quadsum Sudoku. It was one of the higher pointers from the contest and from the whole contest, right? So before going to the Sudoku, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. And now coming back to this Sudoku. So the rules of the Sudoku are as follows. You need to place digits from 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and 3 into 3 box without repetition, right? And apart from that, you have some circles within a 2 by 2 area, a 2 by 2 area of cells, right? So for a 2 by 2 area of cells with a circle in the center, there must be a digit that is sum of the other 3 remaining digits. So for example, if you have a 6 here, these 3 digits can be 1, 2 and 3, right? So 1, 2 and 3 gives you 6. So there should be a digit within these 4 cells that is sum of the other 3 cells. You can have a 7 here as an 1 and 1 and 9 here, or you can have a 1, 2 and a 4 here, something like that, right? And the other rule is that numbers can repeat within a 2 by 2 area if they are followed using the classic rule. So you have a 8 here, you can have 2 and 2 and 4 here, right? So these 4 cells will form the exact constraint. And the last rule is no negative constraints are allowed, which means that not all possible circles are marked, right? And with that we'll start solving this Sudoku. So just with those very few clues, right, you have only 6 givens here, and with the help of these 6 givens, the Sudoku seems to be unique. Really an excellent construction, a really tough one. I have already solved this Sudoku, so I know what the solve path is, but I will highly recommend you to please try this Sudoku yourself before watching the video. And please do watch the video to get to know the exact solve path of how the author had intended it on this Sudoku, right? Sorry. And now coming on to this Sudoku. So what I will do is here, I will first mark with the cells which will have to be the sum. So I know within these 4 cells 9 will have to be the sum, right? There cannot be any other sum except the 9. 9 is the highest digit, and which means that the sum of these 3 cells will have to be 9. Same way, sum of these 3 cells will have to be 8. Sum of these 3 cells will have to be 8. So which means that one of the sum will have to be here. 7 can still be the sum, or this also can be the sum as 1 and 1 and 9, right? So we are okay, till this one is till this we are sure whatever we have done. The next part of the logic is that 8 will always have a 1. For the 8 sum, the sum of 3 digits with the 8 will always have a 1. So 1 has to be in one of these 3 cells, right? This cell can only be 1 and a 2. There cannot be any other cell here. Let me show you why. So if you have a 1 here, of course if you have a 1 here, so there are only 3 places for the 1, right? 1, 2 and 3. These are the 3 places for the 1, right? So if you have a 1 here, if you don't have a 1 here, let us assume if you don't have a 1 here, 1 would have to be in one of these 2 cells, which means these 3 cells would have to be 2, 3 and 4, right? And these 2 cells would have to be if at all you don't have a 1 here, what we get is this thing, right? Yeah. So if you have a 4 here, you need to have 3 in one of these 2 cells. Not possible, you already have a 3 here. If you have a 3 here, you need to have 4 in one of these 2 cells. So if you have a 2 here, you will have a 5 in one of these 2 cells, which means that if you don't have 1 here, this would have to be 2. These 2 cells would have to be 3 and 4, right? And these 2 cells would have to be 1 and 5. and if you have a 1 here, which means that these two cells would have to be anything, right? So this cell can only be 1 or a 2, right? What I wanted to prove is that this cell can only be 1 or a 2, nothing else can come here. You cannot have a 3 here, 4 here, or anything else. Okay. Yeah. So the next thing is, the most important logic in this puzzle is the circle with a 6. This is the most important deduction in this Sudoku. A circle with a 6 inside a box, inside the whole box. So this is outside the box, right? This is within the two boxes. The circle is within the two boxes. If you have a 6 with a circle within a single box, then the sum can only be two possibilities. The sum can only have two possibilities, either 1, 2, 3 and 6, or 1, 2, 6 and 9. There is no other possibility. Either the 6 can be the sum cell, or 6 will have to be the sum of the numbers, right? So if 6 is the sum of the numbers, right, then it has to be 1, 2 and 6, which sums to 9. And if 6 is the sum cell, then it has to be 1, 2, 3 and 6. So which means that these cells can only be 1, 2, 3 and 9. And 1 and 2 will always have to be within the circle, right? Wait, I'll mark that here. 1 and 2 will always have to be within the circle, and 3 and 9 one of the 3 and 9 will have to be within the circle, right? The same thing goes with this cell now. If you see here this box now, 6 in this box cannot be in any of these 5 cells. So which means 6 in this box will have to be within the circle area, and which means that these out of these 5 numbers, 4 numbers within will be within the circle. It can either be 1, 2, 3 and 6, or 1, 2, 6 and 9, and which means that 1 and 2 will have to be within this circle area, right? Excellent. Okay, and we already know that 1 will have to be in one of these 3 cells, right? So which means that 7 cannot be the sum of the cells. 7 will have to be the sum cell. 7 cannot be part of the sum of the cells, but it will have to be the sum cell, because if it is part of the sum of the cells, then this would have to be 9 and this would have to be 1 and 1, and there is no place for 1 for the 8 here, right? So which means that 7 is the sum cell. Okay. Now if you see this now, you cannot have two ones here. Okay, there are two possibilities for the 6, right? Either 6 can be the sum cell, or 6 can be the part of the sum of the cells, right? Let us see what happens here. If 6 is the sum cell, it cannot have two ones in this 3 cells, because that will take all of the possibilities for the 1 from this 8. So you can have only 1 ones, 1 time 1, which means that can you have a 2 and 2? No, you will have to have a 2 here. Only 1 time 2, not 2 times 2 is not possible, and 1 time 3, so it will have to be 1, 2 and 3, right? If 6 is the sum cell, and if 6 is the part of the sum, then what happens here is, you cannot have 1 and 1, it would have to be 1 and 2 only, and that becomes 9. So it is same as this area, it will have to be 1, 2, 3 and 9, right? It will have to be same as the usual thing, because there is no other possibility with the help of the 6 in this area. There is no other possibility, because one possibility was you can have 1 and 1 in these 2 cells, but that is ruled out because you need 1 in one of these 3 cells, right? So you cannot have 1 and 1 in both of these cells. So there was an extra possibility when you had a circle within the 2 boxes, but that actually ruled out because of the 1s here, right? So these 4 cells also will have to be 1, 2, 3, 6 and 9, either of these 4 cells. 1 and 2 is part of the cells here. Now that comes because of this logic, now you have to look at for you have to look out for this area now. This is one of the excellent construction, I would say. So if you see this area now, if 5 is part of the, no, if 5 is the sum cell, let us assume 5 is the sum cell, what are the possibilities for the 5. You cannot have two ones in this because that will rule out all the possibilities, all the 1 possibilities from this cell. You cannot have two 2s. Of course, you cannot have two 3s. That will actually the sum will be higher than 5, which means that all of these will have to be 1s. 1, 2 and 3, and that actually sums to 6, which means that 5 will be part of the sum, not a sum cell. And 5 being the part of the sum, both 1 and 2 cannot be here because 1 and 2 will have to be in one of these 4 cells. 1 and 2 cannot be here, 1 and 2 will have to be in one of these 4 cells, right? And which means that you need to have a 3 at least. Both 1 and 2 cannot be in these 2 cells. So one of these 2 cells will be a 3 and other cell will have to be the sum cell. And if one of these 2 cells is a 3, that's an excellent piece of logic. So the sum becomes 3 plus 5 is 8, and the next lowest number you can have is 1 here. That means it would have to be 3 and 9. Wow. I will again actually brief you what I am doing here. Both 1 and 2 cannot be in one of these. We already deduced that 5 is not a sum cell but part of the sum, right? And which means that both of these cells cannot be 1 and 2. So out of both of these cells, one cell will have to be at least 3. I am taking the minimum value because the sum cannot be greater than 9. So 5 plus 3, and this cell can just the minimum value can be 1. So 5 plus 3 plus 1 is 9, and which means that both of these cells will have to be 3 9 pair, and this is a 1, and we have fulfilled the sum now. And due to 1 in this, you get a 1 here. You eliminate a 1 from this cell. Wow, what an excellent piece of logic. Okay, so which means that 2 will have to be in one of these 2 cells, and one of the 3 and 9 will have to be here. Again, now the next part of the logic is, you will really love this, guys. You will really love this. The next part of the logic is this circle now. What is the minimum sum you can get in these 4 cells is 6. 1, 2, 3 and 6, right? But 1, 2, 3 is not possible. 2 is in one of these 2 cells, right? So next sum would have to be 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4, 8. 2 is already there in this cell. And the next minimum sum is 1, 3, 4, 8. You can still get 1, 3, 5, 9, right? Yeah. The moment you take 1, 3, 5, 9, both 3 and 9 are eliminated from this cell. So which means that the only sum you can get is 1, 3, 4, 8. Right? And that eliminates 3 from this cell. So which gives you a 2 9 pair, and that gives you a 3 here, a 9 here. That eliminates 3 from this cell, that eliminates 9 from this cell. Excuse me. So this is this is 1 2 and 9. This is 1 2 3 and 6. 3 is eliminated from this cell. Okay, so we have done till this 1 3 4 8 2 9. Okay, so as you can see here, this was the sum cell here, and there will be some cell of the 9 here, some cell of the 6 here. Okay, and the next part of the logic is, can a 7 sum be used without having a 1? Can you have the 7 sum without having a 1? There is only one possibility for the 7 sum to without using a 1, that is 2 2 and 3. You need to have a 2 2 and 3, but you already have a 3 here. So which means that 7 will surely have a 1, and that has to be somewhere in one of these 2 cells. So that eliminates 1 from this cell. You get a 2 6 pair, that gives you a 1 3 pair here, and that 1 3 pair eliminates 1 from this cell. You get a 1 here. That eliminates 1 from this cell and 1 from this cell, so this becomes a 1. Wow, awesome piece of logic, guys. Now if you see here, you already have a 1 here, 2 in this column, 3 in this column. The next minimum sum you can have here is 4. You cannot have a 5 here, that will still give you a 1 here, right? You cannot have 2 1s in the 7, as you have already discussed, because both of the possibilities for the 1 will be taken from this cell. So which means that the next minimum sum would have to be 1 and 4. and you have a 1 4 sorry, you have a 1 4 pair here, and this gives you a 2 here. So 7 sum is already fulfilled. Yeah. Now at this point of time, guys, this is the point where many solvers got stuck. Even after this, the Sudoku wasn't easy, and at this point of time, even actually I got stuck. To be frank, I wouldn't say that I didn't get stuck. At this point of time, even I got stuck, and at this point, there's a really cool logic, very excellent, very sharp logic, and which will actually complete the Sudoku easily. Let me say you what the logic is. What happens if, okay, so for the 9, if you don't have a 1 here, let us assume you have a 1 here. For the 9, the only possibility you have now is 2 3 4. This would have to be 2. You will have a 3 and 4 somewhere here. Now if you see here, what happens is, you'll have, because of the 2, you will directly write a 9 here, right? I wouldn't write any more digits because I don't want to make it more complex here. Where can you have a 3, 4 and 9 in column 7? The moment you write a 2, 3, 4 possibility for the 9 here, this becomes 9. Where can you have a 3, 4 and 9 in column 7? Of course, 3 and 4 cannot be here. 9 also cannot be here, right? 3, 4 and 9 cannot be here. You already have a 1 here, you already have a 8 here. You have only 2 cells left for the 3 digits to be filled. Of course, that is not at all possible. And that actually says that this cell cannot be a 2. This would have to be a 1, right? That gives you a 4 here, a 1 here, and that actually completes this Sudoku. How? I'll let you know. Because of the 1 here, there are 2 possibilities for the 8, either 2 5 or 3 4. You cannot have a 2 5 here. The moment you have a 2 5 here, the possibilities for the 9 is ruled out. For the 9, you need 8 more sum. That can only be 7 1, not possible. 6 2 is not possible. 3 5 is not possible. So right, it would have to be 3 and 4. So which means this is 3, this is 4. This would have to be 2 and 6. No other possibility, right? So this 6 gives you a 2 here, a 6 here, that gives you a 9 here, a 2 here. That 4 gives you a 4 here, and eliminates 4 from these 2 cells. This is 5 and 7, right? And this is 5, 6 and 7. This 6 eliminates 6 from this cell. Okay. Okay. 5, 6, 7. So this is 4 and 9. Right? 9 cannot be in part of the circle because 8 is already the sum cell. So this is 4. And the moment you have a 4 here, these 2 cells would have to be 1 and 3. So this is 3, this is 1. Okay. That one gives you a 3 here and a 1 here. Okay, that 6 eliminates 6 from this cell. You get a 6 here and a 6 in one of these 2 cells, right? Okay. Even after this point, you might actually get a few more digits here. I have not written all the digits here using the classic rules, but the next part of the logic is also again a tough one. At this point, you can directly write that you cannot have a 6 here in this circle cell, because there are only 2 possibilities for the 6. Either 6 can be the sum cell or part of the sum. If 6 is the part of the sum, this would have to be 9. Not possible, right? You already have a 9 here. And if 6 is the sum cell, this would have to be 3. Not possible. You already have a 3 here. Which means that 6 cannot be here and 6 would have to be here. Right? That gives you a 6 in one of these 2 cells. That gives you 6 here. Okay. Five, 7 and 9. So if can this cell be this cell cannot be 7, this can be 5 or 9, right? And this is 5, 7 and 9. If this is 5, this would have to be 9. If this is 9, this would have to be 5. Wow, awesome logic, guys. So 5 and 9 and can only be here. If this is 5, it will be part of the sum, which means this would have to be 9 because of the circle cell, because of the circle here. And if this is 9, it will be the sum cell, which means this would have to be 5. And you already have a 5 here, so which means this would have to be 9, this would have to be 5, That gives you a 7 here, a 5 here, a 7 here, a 5 here, and that gives you a 9 here. Okay. Okay. Now if you see here, there has to be one cell which will be part of the sum, the minimum cell. Let us start with the minimum cell. You already have a 1, you already have a 2, you cannot have one more 1 here, no possible. You cannot have a, yeah, you can have one more 2 here, but that will sum to 5, not possible. You cannot have a 3 here, you already have a 3. You can have a 4 in one of these two cells, right? You can have a 4, you cannot have 5, you cannot have a 6, and 7 is not possible. So the only possibility of a cell which will be part of the sum is 4, right? Which will be part of the sum is 4, which means that the sum would have to be 7. So you have a 4-7 pair here. But because of the 4 here, you eliminate 4 from these two cells, 4 would have to be in one of these two cells. So that eliminates 4 from here, that would be 7, and this would be 4. Okay. And that gives you 8 in one of these two cells, and 5 and 7 in one of these two cells. So this is 5, that is 7, that is 8. Okay. And this 7 will have to be the sum cell. It cannot be part of the sum because that sums to 11. So which means this would have to be 3. You have a circle having 2 digits repeated, having repeated digits within a circle, right? Okay. That gives you a 8 here, that gives you a 3 here. 2, 9 and 5. So that gives you a 5 here, that gives you 2, 9, 2. Okay. And 4, 8 and 9. Anyway, it is possible. I think so. This Sudoku should be easy now. This is 5 and 7 in any order, and this is 2, 3, 8 in any order. This is 4, 8 and 9 in any order. 2, 3, 7 and 5. 2 and 5 here. So 2 and 5 would have to be here. 5 and 2. 3 and 7, right? So 3 and 7. These two cells are 8 and 9. So this would have to be 8. That gives you a 9 here. That gives you a 9 here. A 4 and an 8 here. That gives you a 4 and a 6 here. Okay. Now we have actually been able to solve this Sudoku easily. That gives you a 2 here. That gives you a 6 and a 2 here. 2, 8 and a 3. That gives you a 6 here. And an 8 here. Okay. You need a 7 and a 3, right? So this becomes 7, that becomes 3, that becomes 5, that becomes 7. I don't think that we have missed any circle that wasn't useful at all. If you see here, every digit, every clue here in this Sudoku was very much useful, and without which solving this Sudoku was not possible. That is what a real construction is all about. I would really actually hats off to the author Nityant Agarwal for such a wonderful construction. It was really an excellent construction, because without even a single clue that this Sudoku wasn't possible, right? So if you see here, now this cell would have to be 4. That gives you an 8 here and a 4 here. That gives you 8 here. That gives you a 7 and a 3 here. And you need 7 and a 5. So that gives you a 7 and a 5 here. And with that we complete this gorgeous excellent Sudoku by Nityant Agarwal. So as you can see here, this Sudoku was really a difficult one. The way this Sudoku was constructed is a really beautiful design, beautifully designed, a really creative one. So I hope you enjoyed this Sudoku. Do like and comment if you want us to solve any other Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.